This video is about Amazon Bedrock. This is for beginners. We talk about only the basics. We talk about what is genAI, what is large language model, and what is Bedrock platform. Then we will end this video with a small hands-on about how to use Bedrock playground. Okay, let's begin. Now let's understand the fundamentals of genAI. Generative AI, as the name suggests, it is a type of artificial intelligence which can generate new content. When you say new content, it includes text, that is paragraphs, sentences, new emails, new documents, etc., or creation of new images, creation of music, audio, and videos. But how does it create that? These genAI models are trained based on massive data set. When we say massive data set, it actually includes practically the whole of internet. So these models are trained based on the whole of internet data, so you can just imagine how much data that is. And new content is created by learning the patterns from the massive training data it has digested, based on which the training has been done. It creates its own paragraphs and sentences about that particular topic. Here also it uses its understanding of language as well as understanding of that particular topic. And these models are called large language models, of course, because of the massive training data which are used for training these. Model learns a semantic meaning of words and relationships between them. So we need to understand what is semantic meaning. So let us see an example. Look at these two sentences. The word bank is used in these two sentences. I went to the bank to deposit my paycheck and the river bank was steep and muddy. So we know that the word is same, but the meaning, depending on the context, depending on the other words in that sentence, the meaning is different. That is called the semantic meaning of the word. So the large language models has a way to encode these words based on its semantic meaning. What it means is the large language model will have a separate representation of this bank from which is different from this particular bank. The specific meaning of bank is determined by the context in which it is used. That's what we discussed. The training process understands the semantic meaning and assigns a vector value to each word. This is important. What is a vector value? This is important. Let us try to understand that. Each token or word is converted to a multi-dimensional vector which encodes the meaning. So each word, let me omit the word token for now, even though it is important, but for easier understanding, I will not talk about token. Let us take it as each word. Each word is converted to a multi-dimensional vector based on its meaning. So a word will look something like this: 1.8, 0.0, and each of these are called the dimensions of the vector. One dimension may say whether it is an animal or whether it is a plant or whether it is a non-living thing. Another one will say whether it is human, if it is human, whether it is male or female, or whether this person is from Europe or Asia, etc., etc. All these data can be encoded into different dimensions. For example, Google Gemini uses 768 different dimensions to represent each word. So you can just imagine how it captures the meaning of each word. Every word has a specific point in the vector space representing it. So let us try to visualize a vector space. For example, here I'm assuming that I'm using a two-dimensional vector space. I told you that Google is using 768 dimensions, but that we cannot show in a slide. So we are using just two dimensions, and these two dimensions assume that the first one is education and the other one is sports. So if you have a word like swimming, so you may represent it closer to sports, saying that okay, sports it is 0.9 and education 0.1. Football it may be 0.95 and 0.1 for education. But if you take like physics, 0 for sports and 0.9 for education, and university, because it has both a lot of sports activities as well, it has 0.1 for sports and 0.8 for education, something like that. And physical education may be like 50-50, right? I have just used this as an example. And please note that two similar words will be nearer in vector space, like football, swimming, and if there is cricket or hockey or gymnastics, it will appear somewhere here, which will be closer. But instead of that, if you have maths or chemistry or any other educational subjects, it will appear somewhere here. So this is how the vector space is organized. And remember that it will have almost 1,000 different dimensions. So just to represent a word like physical education or swimming, it may have 1,000 such numbers, and each of those numbers carry some meaning. And you can calculate the distance between these vectors, and the distance will be smaller when the two words are similar or the two words are used in a similar context. Apart from LLMs, there are other foundation models as well. LLMs are for text generation, but you have foundation models for image generation models, image classification models, audio generation models, etc. And these are some of the foundation models which are available in the market. GPT-3, which is used by OpenAI, AI-21 Labs Jurassic, Amazon Titan, which is Amazon's own foundation model, Anthropic Claude, Meta Llama, etc. So if you need to create your own foundation model, you need to have access to huge data set, you need to have huge computing capacity, and you need to have that manpower as well to complete this entire process. That is why there are big industry players who have actually created their large language models as a foundation model, and they have made it available for other companies and other developers to use that. And those models are called the foundation models. So in Amazon Bedrock, which is one of the services in AWS, what they have done is they have designed this Bedrock as a platform which hosts multiple foundation models. Whatever list we had seen in the previous slide, these foundation models are actually hosted in Bedrock, so that as a developer or as a corporate customer, you can actually use these foundation models for your business application. Bedrock is a fully managed service. You don't need to worry about the computing capacity, computing time, memory, etc. That is provided by AWS itself. That is the biggest advantage. It enables developers to easily build and scale genAI applications without managing complex infrastructure. Now, if you want to try out any of these foundation models, what you can do is you can use what is called Bedrock Playground. You can access the available models and try out text generation, summarization, image generation, etc. So as the next step, let us go to Bedrock console and then try out this Bedrock Playground and see how it can be used. So we are in the Amazon Bedrock console. As you can see, it actually hosts several foundation models which are available in the market. So to get more details about these foundation models, you can go to base models and it actually gives description about each of these models. Right now we are not going into the details of that. If you want to fine tune any of the existing models, you can use this menu option, custom models. And if you want to import models, that is also possible. And from these base models, if you want to have access to any model, then you can go to model access, and then here whichever is available to request, you can click on that and then you can send the request. So here if you want to request access for any of these models, you can select it and then come down and go to next and then submit it. So again, we are not doing that now. I'll do another video on each of these menu items, but right now we will just focus on playgrounds, chat, text and image. So here you can try out different models. For example, let me select the model Amazon Titan. It has multiple model types. I'm going to use this premier one, apply. And then we have, as part of the configuration, we have several inference parameters, etc. Right now I'm ignoring that. I'll just leave these values as it is. Now you can ask questions here. For example, if you want to ask some simple questions, straightforward questions like where is the headquarters of UN? Just click on run. So it is finding out the answer. So it is actually giving a longer answer. Basically, the headquarters is in New York City. And if you want to copy it, you can use this button here and you can copy it into another document or PPT, etc. Or a more descriptive question like I'll copy paste a question. What is the procedure to make coffee? So you can see that it is actually giving the step-by-step process. I will not spend much time on that. Or if you want to ask a question, something like how do I prepare for AWS exam? AWS certification exam. I'm just writing it like this. So here are some steps. It actually gives how can you prepare for the exam. So here I was actually testing Amazon Titan model. Now I want to test another model which is for creation of the images. So again, let me go to under playground. Let me go to image and I'm choosing Titan image generator is there, but I'm going to use this one, STXL. Here, let me ask it to create an image of a boat in a river. So it is actually creating the image of a boat in a river. It has created an image. Similarly, let me ask it to create image of a cow in front of a house. Okay, so we have the image, and if you want to generate variations, you can just click on that. It will create different variations. Yeah, so that is another variation. So we'll stop here. The idea was to talk about the fundamentals of GenAI, large language model, and the concept of embedding and word vectors, and do a small hands-on exercise in Bedrock Playground, which is nothing but a platform for doing your POC and try out different models. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I'll come back with more similar videos. You may please consider subscribing to this channel. Thank you. Bye.